Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Kai and I'm the Nerd of Strength. Today I'll be talking about the heats for World's Strongest Man 2019. Each day we're getting closer to the start of Worlds and I'm super excited. We have 5 more days and 4 more heats to get through, so let's do this. Like before, I will be discussing everybody's strengths, weaknesses, and who I think will advance to the finals. I will give stats on each athlete, then I'll run down each of the 5 qualifying events and how I think they'll place. But before I start, I just want to remind you guys to follow me on Instagram at EastWolfStyle for my live updates to World's Strongest Man. Alright, let's introduce you guys to the athletes in Heat 2. We have Adam Bishop, Sigfús Fossdal, Konstantine Janashia, Robert Oberst, and Andreas Ståhlberg. Now Bishop came in second at Britain's Strongest Man 2019. Fossdal placed third at Iceland's Strongest Man in both 2017 and 2018. Janashia is Georgia's 6-time Strongest Man. Oberst had the American log lift record with a 211 kilo log lift. Ståhlberg came in 4th at Sweden's Strongest Man in 2017 and 5th at the 2018 Giants Live Scandinavian Open. Like before, here are your qualifying events. We have the Monster Truck Pull, Super Jochen Farmer's Walk, Deadlift for Reps, Overhead Press for Reps, and Last Man Standing Atlas Stones. All 5 heats will be doing the same qualifying events. Now it may get repetitive for spectators, even I might get a little bored of it, but I understand why they're doing it, because Worlds is only 4 days this year, so they gotta run through everybody as fast as possible. Anyway, going into the first event, the Monster Truck Pull, I'm going to give that to Janashia. He usually does fairly well on truck pulls, so I think he can win it. LB can also win, but a couple of weeks ago in one of Brian Shaw's videos, he mentioned a slight injury in his hamstring. But maybe it's healed up by now, so we'll see. I also think Bish could take mid-pack. I think he's the smallest in his group, but he's been training truck pulls, so he could shock us. I'm not entirely sure about Ståhlberg. He didn't have any current truck pull videos on his IG, so I'm not sure how he'll fare. In Fossdal, he has the mass for pulls, but he looked a little slow time-wise. Moving on to the Super Jochen Farmer's Walk, I think this will be another good event for Konstantine. He's really fast on both yoke and Farmer's Walk. I just hope he doesn't rip open his hands again like he did last year. Adam also didn't have a good grip during the Farmer's Walk in his heats, and neither did Oberst during the frame carry in the finals, so I don't know. This event could be anyone's game. Going into the deadlift, I think everyone here is a good deadlifter except for Oberst. He even said so himself in a Brian Shaw video, so he's been practicing using a suit more. Bishop has great speed during deadlifts for reps, and so does Janashia. I think of the 2 newer guys, Fossdal is slower to get the bar up, but Ståhlberg has more speed. I think this will be a good event for this heat overall. And then we get into the penultimate event, the overhead press. This is where the points will be to get into the last man standing event. At this point, it should be clear who I think will win this heat overall. It's Janashia, just in case you were wondering. So yeah. The overhead press, I'm giving it to Oberst. He was the American log lift record holder for a while, so this is his best event. Like I said, I think he'll lose points on the deadlift, so he'll be hungry to get big points here. Fossdal has a nice big barrel chest for overhead press, so I think he'll do well also. I feel like this is the most well-balanced heat. I even think the newcomers can hold their own, but we'll see. Finally, we're on to the last man standing Atlas Stones. At this point, I think Janashia will win first overall in his heat, and that'll leave Adam Bishop and Robert Oberst to the stones. I think sometimes Bishop makes small little mistakes on the stones, and that could cost him. Oberst will be driven to get into the finals again, and will probably overpower Bish and wear him down. Obi also has the height advantage and the weight advantage, so keep that in mind. So there you have it. Those are my predictions for Heat 2 of World's Strongest Man 2019. I think it'll be an interesting group to watch. At least Oberst knows how to put on a show. Do you agree with my picks, or do you have others? Tell me in the comments below who you think will advance to the finals. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, again, at EastWolfStyle, for World's Strongest Man updates and live streams. Thank you all for watching, and check back tomorrow with my Heat 3 predictions.